So what brings you in today?
Well, something really bad happened last week. I was on tour with the Jonas Brothers, and I had to drop out of it because I had basically like a huge meltdown, and I ended up slapping my friend who was a backup dancer, and I just like couldn't handle it anymore, and with the stress and all the pressure, and I just had to drop out, and now the Jonas Brothers hate me, and I just feel like everyone hates me and is mad at me right now, and I'm just like having a hard time dealing with it.
And which is what brings you here today.
Yeah.
So tell me more about what's causing all this stress, or what you're going through right now.
I just feel like everyone expects a lot out of me, and I just have to do everything perfect, and I have to be perfect, and I don't know, I just can't handle all of that stress on me and
It's
all
very
the time.
overwhelming.
Yeah.
So how are you dealing with this whole stress? How are you coping with it?
I don't know, I think I just lately just been like staying in my room and not really interacting with anyone, and
Absolutely.
yeah, I guess you could say that, and I don't know, mostly just being by myself right now, and I just feel like I'm just like shutting everything out so I don't have to deal with it, and I guess that's how I'm dealing with it right now. Well, I know I don't. There's another thing that happens. I don't know. I don't even know if I should say this, but I have a tendency, like I throw up sometimes when I'm eating or after I eat. I think that's another reason why I've been, or rather coping, I guess you can call it that.
So is this happening under a lot of stress? When you feel...
I think so. I think it happens like after, like I'm feeling a lot of stress from like, or right before a concert happens, and I feel like that's when I usually find myself going to the bathroom and just doing my business.
And how often is this purging, self-induced vomiting happen?
I'd probably say maybe like 5 times a week, maybe.
5 times per week.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult for you to cope with all the feelings.
Yeah, I think it just like makes me feel better afterwards, and makes me feel better about myself, and I don't know, it's something that I can have control over.
Yeah, so it kind of recenters you feel. Kind of takes away that anxiety, that overwhelming feeling for you.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you find yourself constantly eating as well, more than the amount that is expected?
I feel when I'm like stressed I do. Like I usually eat normally, and then like when I feel like a big concert's coming up, or if I feel really stressed about all the deadlines or something, that's when I like eat a lot, and then that's when I find myself more going purging.
And how does that process feel for you, the binging and purging, that whole cycle?
I feel guilty when I'm eating, and then I feel better after I purge.
So it's
like this, yeah.
And
I feel like it's like I don't want to do it, but I like it makes me feel better.
That's the only way you know how to cope so far. Okay. And tell me, Demi, when was the first time that you started noticing, the binging and the purging?
I've been doing it for a long time. I mean, I've always, as long as I can remember, I've always had body image issues, I guess. I was bullied a lot in school, and I've gone through like ups and downs with my weight, but I think I've been purging, I don't know, I think for like at least 5 or 6 years now, and I don't know, it seems like I can't stop it.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long time since you've had to cope using, binging and purging. And coming here is, what happened with the Jonas Brothers concert. It's sort of an epiphany, an aha moment for you to come and get help.
Yeah, I think that's what I realized I needed. Like I needed help. I had to, I don't know, do something about it.
Well, we're very glad that you're here. It's definitely a first step into your recovery, and we'll definitely continue working on, what kind of things we can do in order to get you where you want to be. Which brings me to my next question is, what do you want to obtain? What's one of your goals?
I guess stop purging.
Stop purging.
Right now I can't say myself completely, but stop purging, but maybe lessen it or not as much.
Okay.
But
So
maybe eventually getting there.
being able to completely eliminate binging, purging from your life.
Yeah.
And I heard you say lessen. I think that's one of the first steps is to recognize that it's going to be a gradual process.
Yeah.
Which I wanted to ask you, you're binging and purging at least 5 times per week.
Yeah, probably on average.
What would you like that number be reduced to?
I don't know. I maybe could start with 3 to 4. I don't think I could probably do more than that right now, at least.
3 or 4? Yeah, that seems very reasonable too.
Yeah.
That's workable.
Mhm.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll work with that. For our next session, I'll be introducing what therapy model we'll be using in terms of getting you to where you want to be and hopefully successfully eliminating binging and purging from your life. Well, thanks for coming in.
Thanks,
Demi.
Erin.
Really appreciate it.
See you next week.
See ya.